Good morning.
Happy
good morning.
Wednesday, and we're back.
And surprise, I got a haircut, which we'll talk about in a second.
So
I'm Allison.
I'm Cinnamon, and
Together we are
starting
miserable,
off Wednesday.
just furious, just so furious. This bleep haircut. First of all, I can't even look at my reflection. I don't have glasses on, but I'm going to start crying, actually. Let me just, I'm going to start crying.
Hold for tears.
I'll get a tissue ready.
Hold for tears.
I am going to start crying, but it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. I'll explain in a second.
Hair grows back. Hair grows back. And ours grows like a chia pet. Our hair grows so fast. Next episode, you see Allison's hair will be down to her waist.
Here's the thing. I'll just say this. This is our surprise episode, so stay tuned.
Is there?
There's a surprise tea. We're going to get to that. This is a surprise. The entire theme of the episode is surprise. I'm the MC. Just to give you an idea of what you're hanging around for, we have a surprise wildlife watch, something we don't even know, because we're going to just choose the last video in our
most recent video. See what we see.
We don't know. So that's our surprise. We'll see what was in the backyard forest. And then we have a surprise unboxing. We received a package that we don't know what's inside either. Shout out.
Are you sitting on a chair 3 inches shorter than mine? Why am I so tall and you look like a little hobbit?
Because I have about a third of the hair I used to have. We have a surprise stories for show and tell. I brought a surprise object, something from the cabin. Cinnamon has to tell us the story behind it, and she has a surprise for me. So surprises all around, but first let's start with chit chat. I thought it would be a really fun thing to begin with heartache and tears. I'm going to tell you about how it was my mistake. First of all, let me just say, the woman who cut my hair is considered the local hair master.
She's done
artisan.
She's done a beautiful
genius
job.
Artist. It was my fault. It was my fault because she'd cut my hair before in the summer. I thought, how pompous of me to assume that she would remember that, because of course she has 1,000 customers, of course.
And she'd cut my hair completely differently. More like this, actually.
We think there might have been a
confusion. Allison, my identical twin, goes in and says, just what
I
you
thought
did before.
People always say, you can tell from the cut of your hair. I said, well, you can see the cut that you did before. I always like it really short in the back, coming to tapered, long in the front. I really, since my childhood, cannot stand my hair to be shorter or layered in the front and longer in the back. To me, that reads as Dorothy Hamill. And we're back.
The day of my big performance on stage in high school, and my little crush was going to be in the audience. My mom, I said, Mom, can you give me a little haircut? So she had me sit in a little chair, and I did this. And at the end of the haircut, when I raised my head, it was shorter, and also
uneven.
I must have been like this. So Mom took me to our salon in town to have them correct my hair, and I guess it was a lot of different lengths, because I just remember the guy who was correcting was like, "Ooh, we're gonna have to go short, or you'll get a perm. What are your choices?" And I was like, really short. And not everyone can wear a pixie cut. Do you know what I'm saying?
And it was longer than this. So that's the irony.
It was shockingly short, and my face can't carry short hair to that degree.
Neither can mine.
And I just remember my crush. I was in the library, and he was we were both exiting the library.
Is this MM or MS?
Neither one.
Oh.
And we were, I don't know who, neither one. But don't use initials. And so we were exiting out of 2 separate doors. And he was just getting to the double doors where you exit.
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He was about to leave. And I was just waiting. I was like, after he goes to the doors, then I'll exit. Because I didn't want to have to and the librarian was like, what happened to your hair? And he stopped at the doors and turned around and waited at the doors for my answer. And I was like, probably the color of this mushroom top. I was crimson. I was just like, my mom gave me.
Oh, there'll be another surprise on Friday's episode, because I am going back just to get a couple things fixed. She said she would happily.
Allison has made an appointment to show what because you have.
I'll have a faux hawk on Friday.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when they try to even
it's
it out.
Because I just said I feel like it's slightly longer on this side, asymmetrical. If you will.
It is. Wait. Untuck it for a second, because it is. I think it
actually is longer on this side.
It's longer.
You know what? Again, I'm being overly sensitive. Well, I'm looking a lot at this, and again, I can't see, but what I can see, that made it worse.
You should be wearing a turtleneck.
That made it worse.
You should be wearing a turtleneck.
What? These little pieces of
That
advice.
makes your hair look longer because it's hitting the collar.
Cinnamon.
Your long neck makes your hair look shorter.
Okay, well.
There, see?
Moving on.
Look at that. Doesn't her hair look longer now?
I can't. Oh, message.
That's my phone.
Oh, something's at the ring. That brings us to Wildlife Watch, but not quite yet, because first, Alexa, what's the weather today?
The current weather is 48 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. You can expect more of the same today, with a high of 75 degrees and a low of 33 degrees.
Did you put food out there?
So you talked over Alexa, but what she said was more of the same. The dogs are getting a little excited because of our Wildlife Watch. I promised you guys I was going to just take the latest episode, and we have exciting wildlife.
Did you put some?
No, I put hot dogs out for the birds. So now we're moving on to Wildlife Watch, Wildlife Watch, Wildlife Watch. There, that's our surprise video. We have a little visitor this morning. Oh, he's eating all the bird sausages. That's a shame. But at least we have a video we can show you.
We also had a talk before we've got to stop leaving bird food out there that the coyotes eat because it's we got some more wildlife
active.
stuff happening.
We're getting alerts.
What is happening now?
There might be more.
Oh wow.
Oh. Always
He's getting a little portly, this guy.
He is getting a little he's well fed.
He's looking very healthy.
Robust.
Okay.
Words of the day.
So I was tasked with doing a surprise quote. So I was actually going to read you one of my poems, but I decided the mood was not right.
Come here.
Mood was not right for that. So instead,
come here.
I actually do have.
Come here, Max.
So we have two. I like Aristotle said the secret to humor is surprise, which I think that is. There is a bit of that, isn't there? Where someone says something shocking, or someone says something that you don't see the punchline coming. That is a kernel.
It's a surprise that there was humor back in Aristotle's time. The minute I was born, humor began.
And this one from Jimmy Buffett. Shout out to Lily. Lily and I took guitar lessons.
Who's Jimmy Buffett?
And when we first came he did Margaritaville. And
how did you know that?
Because Lily and I took guitar lessons, and Margaritaville is one of the songs that we learned how to play. It was Jimmy Buffett.
How funny.
Searching is half the fun. Life is much more manageable. This is according to Jimmy Buffett, but some of what he says is I can relate to, and some I don't. But searching is half the fun. Life is much more manageable when thought of as a scavenger hunt as opposed to a surprise party. And I thought, I like the idea of thinking of a scavenger hunt. Where you're looking for, did I find the solution today to this dilemma type thing? So that's kind of cool. Rather than see it as a passive experience of things happening to you, think of it as what you are choosing to look for and what you're choosing to find.
Very nice. Then.
That was my part. Jimmy Buffett didn't say any of that second half. That
Allison, here is your reminder. It is time to wrap up.
And we're very close to that. Thank you, Alexa. Alexa, thank you. Yeah. Those are some great words of the day. Thank you, Cinnamon, for sharing. By the way, I promised you a surprise tea. Do you know what flavor that is? I just bought it.
I know there's no sugar in it.
Well, it's not the kind of tea you would sugar.
Is it tea?
It's
because if it's tea, I would sugar. Do you not know me at all?
Do you sugar herbal tea?
Yes, I do.
Good. It's not herbal. Can you tell what it is?
So then it's definitely sugared, Allison.
It's not a black tea.
It's a green tea.
Yeah.
I sugar green tea, or at least put honey
Please,
in it.
Can you go back to the tape where Cinnamon says she doesn't like sugar?
I don't
you
sugar herbal
teas.
teas.
Too sweet.
I don't sugar herbal teas. I thought it was maybe an herbal, so that's why I lied.
So back up.
If it's not herbal, I absolutely sugar, but just not a lot. Not like Allison
It's a green
does.
elderberry tea with extra vitamin C, which I thought was.
You could be wearing it.
It's just stop. You do see it's shorter in the front. That's the whole thing. You see it's short. Like I look like
Crystal Gale. It looks like a Dutch page boy, like the really Dutch little. No, that's a female haircut. The Dutch page boy. That's not. I'm not saying just because it's got the word boy. I'm not saying you look like a boy.
Yeah.
The Dutch. That was exactly a Dutch page boy. That's what I was talking about.
Send me that picture and I'll include it here. Okay.
Maybe the hat throws everyone off. It doesn't make it as similar as it would have been.
Current events.
I think
If
you've
you
got
like
it, but you'll
your
have to.
raisins, you'll like current
There's a
events.
Dutch page boy. That's very similar.
Drop that here.
That's what she was going for.
Hateful. Hateful. All right, we have an unboxing. We have an unboxing we're super excited for. This is from our friend Suzanne from the East Coast, childhood friend, like a favorite aunt that we grew up with. And
shout out to Suzanne, who is like our #1 fan. Suzanne, we love that you enjoy our show so much, and we're so excited to have our first fan mail because it's actually addressed to Sparks of Comedy.
Sparks of Comedy.
So that's very exciting. So our first fan mail, very exciting. Suzanne.
And also, Suzanne said that it's surprises from a tag sale, which I will just say, in California, they don't call it a tag sale.
No one knows what you're talking about.
When I say tag sale, they're like, what's a tag sale?
What's a tag sale?
If they call it a garage sale, but they also don't call it anything because no one does them up here for some reason.
At least in LA.
When we moved up to this cabin, I tried to have a tag sale, garage sale. Literally, a guy came by and said, I'll take that blender, and then did the block, came back and said, you overcharged me, got my money back, and then took the blender and his money. It was a horrible situation.
That wasn't up here, that was in LA.
That was in LA. When I took literally everything in my apartment, put it in a garage, and made it look like a beautiful store because I was like, I want to start my fresh life with, I just want to pare down all my belongings. And there's someone out there who has my mixer. You have my blender.
Is it your blender or your mixer?
Well, or how are they different?
This is a mixer, and this is a blender.
It's that one. It's a blender. And he took off with it, and it broke my heart. All right. On that note, here we go. Excited.
If you look for the trees, you'll see the trees. If you look for the path, you'll see the path.
That elderberry tea is working. It's doing its thing. It's making you elder. An elder of the group. All right, go ahead.
I brought a pair of scissors for the
opening. Look how prepared we are. ESP. All right, just do the flaps, and then I take it from there.
I don't know what that means.
There. Now I take it from there. All right. So the first thing is a letter.
Ooh, a letter.
We're just going to pause for reading the letter. Tag sale. She does call it a tag sale. I love that because that's very East Coast.
Apparently we talk with our hands a lot, but that's sweet.
I love that, Suzanne. Very sweet, Suzanne.
Oh, precious. That's precious. I actually have a little file folder that I keep all of my letters.
No, I'm taking that one.
Dibs, Al. I just said it.
All right, so the little book of hand shadows, which Suzanne said we gesticulate a lot. So she said, I think
now we can.
Suzanne, also to know Suzanne is to know she has one of the best senses of humor.
And is very creative. So
very creative. So you do the next one.
Ooh. It's an ornament, which is perfect because, as you see, I'm ready to start celebrating Christmas. This is what she...
Ooh. Okay, we will have to figure out. No, that's not how that works. We will have to... Oh, dibs.
Okay.
Oh,
that works. Is that the two you want?
Well, dibs. Dibs.
Dibs. See?
No, dibs?
If you think about it too much. Well, no, because I already did the dibs.
Well, we'll do.
Beautiful.
That's very... So we'll show you. Precious.
Those are beautiful.
That is very special.
These are Hallmark ornaments. So last year that we did the countdown to the countdown.
Hopefully you've seen our videos where we do the countdown to the countdown and talk to some of our favorite Hallmark stars. So look those up if you haven't
Suzanne,
seen.
So sweet.
Thank you, Suzanne. So very thoughtful. It definitely brightened the mood. So we're just going to end today's episode with our show and tell. All right, Cynthia,
so I went into your room to look for an item to bring you, and then went into your closet, went into your desk drawers, and found this item which I'd never seen before. And it looked a little bit like, first of all, I noticed you have a lot of mom and dad's things tucked away. Scarves and jewelry and things. I was like, this is mom's, this is dad's, this is mom's, this is dad's.
Here, just take the scissors off the table for me, just to keep things safe.
So I found this item, and at first I was like, what? This is mom's. What is Allison doing with this? And then careful inspection, I don't think it's mom's. So I thought, well, I didn't even know Allison had this. I would love to hear the story. So that's what Here, close your eyes. I'm going to put it in your hand. I'm going to show the audience. I'm going to see if you can guess what it is before I, just by feeling it. First, I'm going to show the audience, so don't open your eyes.
I'm not opening my eyes.
Okay. I'm going to put it in your hands. Don't open your eyes
yet.
Not
opening my eyes.
Go ahead and feel it. You opened your eyes. You were supposed to feel it and see if you could guess.
I missed that part. Oh, I know exactly what this is.
Okay.
So this is a little
To be
Eiffel
fair.
Tower,
To
but
be
it
fair.
also it holds pictures. And this we bought. My mom and I went on a mother-daughter trip to Paris a few years back. I think 6 years ago. And my mom, on her birthday, had said out loud when we said, "Mom, what wish did you make?" She said, "I wish to go to Paris," and so I took her to Paris.
This is the mother-daughter trip that is talked about. I've been on several mother-daughter trips with just mom and me. But this is the one that just is talked about 24/7.
Anyway,
24/7. I was going to say, no way it was 6 years ago. It must have been 20 years ago. I feel like I hear about it all the time.
it was 6 years ago, but I remember the place that we went into. It was like one of those little fun souvenir shops with a little like magnetic birds.
Like a
and the
Rivoli?
little, what is it called? It's like
Piqui or
no, it starts with the P. Yeah, but it's like
ping pong or it's. I know which one you mean.
yeah,
It has like two names, doesn't
yeah.
it?
Well, no, it's one name.
PQ.
It's very bright. It's where I got my.
I think I'm
change
saying
purse.
it.
Premoni,
Piku.
Piemon.
Mm.
Anyway, I remember seeing this and I bought it. And all right, so that's it. That's our show today. Happy Wednesday.
Thinking about you, Lovey. We will see you on Fun Friday when Allison is going to. No, it's my turn to do
No, I do the
the
games
next
on
episode.
Friday.
But yeah, but then we're off on the evens and the
We
odds.
said every other time it's going to be like that. It's a little weird.
Oh no! It can't
You'll
be.
see
It's
me
my
hosting
turn to
again on
edit.
Friday.
It'll be my turn to
It
edit.
will be. It will be.
So I'll edit the game.
Yeah,
episode,
it'll
even though
be.
I'm not
We don't have to
emceeing
tell
it.
them this. This could be something that happens after we press the off.
You can be the MC and then
Yeah,
I'll edit it.
that's-
That's just to keep it.
And
odds
they
and
don't need
ends.
to know. They don't need to know.
well, they
all
might
right,
need to.
guys, please do unto others.
As you would have them do unto you. Lovey thinking about you. Everyone else will see you for Fun Friday with Allison hosting games and surprises.